Hi, and welcome to Prepping Essentials.
Good morning, it's 6 o'clock on Sunday the 4th of July. Just making my way down to the land, and as always not quite sure what we're going to get done today, but let's find out. Well, here we are down on the land. Bit of a different day to yesterday. Look at that sun already. Just gone 6 in the morning. And you'd think I was in some tropical island somewhere with that sun. You might be able to see, I don't know, on the grass. We had a little bit of rain last night. No thunderstorm. I don't know where these thunderstorms are that they keep talking about every single day this week. And according to Google, I've got a weather alert saying rain on the way. So I don't know where it is, but we did have a bit of rain last night. Not a great deal, but enough. You can see it on the grass there. But unlike yesterday, we have got that scorching sun, and at the moment we've got blue skies. As I was driving in, there were some black clouds in the distance, but they're not here. So with that in mind, there is a bit of a fighting chance I might get this grass done this morning. I haven't got a full day here today. I'm off to a birthday celebration this afternoon, so I won't be able to spend the day down here. So fingers crossed this sun does its job and gets this grass dried out in the next hour, and I can get some mowing done. So yeah, not much going to be getting done today in terms of time, because it's going to be half a day, but hopefully if I can get that grass and nothing else done, I'll still be a happy teddy. Anyway, whatever I do get up to, I'll keep you posted as we go through the video. Well, first things first, as usual, bit of mixed seed and corn for the chickens. Got high hopes for grass cutting today, chaps. But then I had yesterday and it didn't work. Let's take a quick look. I'm not expecting anything in here. I cleared out the eggs yesterday, but I suspect there'll be a bit of a mess clearing out. And yeah, food and water is going to want chopping up before I go. Quick look, nothing. Well, good morning. It's Sunday already. The weekends surely do fly by so quickly. But I have to say hi to our American cousins and happy 4th of July to you. Hope you have a nice holiday weekend. Celebrations for everybody today. I'm off to a birthday celebration this afternoon, so it's a short day today down at the cabin. I'm just watching the sun as it comes up over those trees behind the field here, and fingers crossed it'll dry the grass out for me. Bit of a short video today, not much to tell you, apart from keep an eye out on your internet. Mine's shocking every day, so I wouldn't notice if there was a huge internet crisis. But I don't know, call it conspiracy theory if you will. Remember before the COVID crisis, only a few months before the COVID crisis, World Economic Forum did a little exercise on how to react to a pandemic. Well, they've got another little exercise going on. I think it's next Monday, 19th, of July, I think. Anyway, shortly. And this time the exercise is a reaction to a global cyber attack. We've already seen quite a few cyber attacks over this past year, pretty much everywhere in the world. Different countries and different organisations or businesses within those countries have had attacks which have crippled individual businesses, company websites, government websites even. Probably most famous recently is the attack on an oil and gas pipeline in America, which shut that down for a week or so. Attacks on the supply chain, meat packing factories. So I don't know, are we going to get a big cyber attack over the coming months? Economic Forum seems to think that we might. And if we do, who's doing it? The usual suspects are Russia. And in all honesty, I'm sure they do mess about. But are they after a global attack? I'm doubting that highly. But as I said at the start, conspiracy theory. Who really knows? The most important thing is, what would that be, the impact on you if that were to happen? If your internet went down, or your electrical grid went down, or the supply chain for the supermarket went down, how would that impact on you? How long could you keep going for if the electric stopped or the food stopped? It's worth thought. It should be part of your preps, because failure of the grid is pretty much high on the agenda for most preppers, I would have thought, because it is quite likely we have grid failures all the time. They're just normally short-lived, few hours, few days. Doesn't often go into the weeks. And similarly with the supply chain, we've had first-hand experience of that over the last year. So whether we do or we don't have a global cyber attack, it should be on your radar. You should be thinking about, what would I do if? And the internet, it is connected to pretty much everybody's everyday life. Pretty much all of the things that you do on a daily basis do depend on the internet in some way, shape or form. And I'm not talking about your email or your Facebook page. All of the mains utilities rely on the internet to function. The whole financial system, from stocks and shares down to you taking money out of the ATM machine, rely on the internet. Transportation of every shape and form relies on the internet. And depending on how tech-minded you are in your individual home, lots of homes now rely on the internet for things like mundane things, like people have internet connected lighting through your Alexa device. Shouldn't say that, should I? My phone will start popping up or recording. So yeah, the internet's everywhere. It's into everything, and if it did go down, yeah, we'd be pretty quickly back to the dark ages. So yeah, they're exercising next week, and if their track record with COVID is anything to go by, who knows, there might just be some kind of internet crisis over the coming months. So be ready for that. I am conscious that yesterday I failed my own tech error. Yesterday I did do a walk around of the planting, and I took a video of that, and I honestly have no idea what happened to it when I did the edit yesterday for yesterday's video. It just disappeared. Maybe that was it, part of the conspiracy. My YouTube channel is so successful, I was considered a threat and they took me down. Yeah, so at some point I'll have a quick run around the planting just so you can see where we are with that. So let me get this coffee down me. Wherever you're doing, wherever you are, I hope you're well, staying safe and enjoying your weekend. And again, happy 4th of July to our American cousins. Well, I did promise a quick run round. Not much going on in the garden room. That bed now is completely empty. I planted everything out yesterday and you'll have seen that on the video. Strawberries, they're actually starting to die back. I've been picking all of the strawberries as they've been coming along. Trees, fruit trees doing well. Big debate really as to what to do with these. Do I plant them out? Do I leave them in pots, pop them outside into the that fenced off area round by the raised beds? Difficult to know what to do for the best really. I am nervous, having had a bad experience before about putting them outside. The chickens vegetable patch, you'll remember yesterday I planted out this side of the bed. Still plenty going on here and plenty for the chickens to go at, so that's good. Raised bed area, you saw that yesterday. You saw me planting out seedlings in there. Everything's doing quite well. Potatoes are doing very well. That's one of the beds I planted out yesterday. Grateful for that bit of rain. Onions and garlic doing very well. The other bed that I planted those cauliflowers into, let's get in there. They've held up after their little transplant, so fingers crossed we'll get something decent out of that bed this year. And the corn doing really well, really well. I do have high hopes for this. First time I've done it, so not really sure what it is I'm doing. But whatever I have done, it seems to be working. Strawberry patch got attacked again yesterday. I don't think it's rabbits. I think it's, I don't know if you can hear them in the background or not. I think it's wood pigeons, because they're doing nothing except trashing the place. But having said that, look at that strawberry. Look at that, they've picked at these and just left them. And that one, look. Yeah, that's got to be those pigeons you can hear in the background. Buggers. Yeah, I think if the rabbits had been in here, they'd have been into these beds digging around, and they haven't. So I'm guessing that that's pigeons. So, everything seems to be fine in here, doing real well. You saw those yesterday. How shocked was I to see those potato berries yesterday. Really pleased. Really pleased. There's so many of them. Quite crazy really, particularly this one. I mean, look at all those. Crazy, but very happy, because you can't have, I think there's some more coming there, look. Yeah. They are literally everywhere, look. The more I look, the more I find. In here, pretty much as it's been since last weekend. Everything is doing well. Carrots are doing well. I put some more containers out yesterday, ready for succession planting. Did that with potatoes round the back of the polytunnel as well. Tomatoes, Not sure. Last year was a huge forest all the way down this side of the polytunnel, but no fruit really to speak of. This year we are getting flowers. All of the plants have flowers on them. And oh, hang on, just a minute. Look, can you see that or not? Yes, I think you can. Tomato, first little one peeking out here. They are related to potatoes. That's why those berries look like... Oh, there's another one. There you go. A little bit bigger, that one. I'm going to be hunting now all day. That is a pretty colour, that lavender. It really is. I want lots of that. I need lots and lots of cuttings. Spread that around the field. Cucumbers, putting on an awful lot of growth. You can see them climbing up against the back of the polytunnel here. And there are, if you can get in behind these tomato plants, down there, look. We've got flowers. So hopefully before much longer we'll have cucumbers. Same on this one. Lots of flowers all the way down, especially in the bottom. So fingers crossed we'll have some cucumbers. I was picking away at this blueberry bush yesterday because it is still full. Look at all this. It's still full of fruit. Still. I cleaned it out yesterday. So the ones that are, well, those might be big enough now. Those there, look. I'll come back for those. Yeah, and the carrot's doing well. So that's a little run round. Everything seems to be ticking along quite nicely. So the burning question now is that going to dry out for me? I'm just having a bit of a wander around the field here. I was going to try and get a picture of the bee on the clover, and it typically disappeared before I could get down to it. Lots of different, some more flowers I've not seen before floating around here. I'll maybe stick another couple of pictures into the clip, but this is really quite long now. This is a good 7-8 inches in length. I really do need desperately to get in here. It is sopping wet. The sun is out trying to dry it out, but I keep getting these little messages popping up on my phone saying warning of disruption due to thunderstorms. I'll stick a picture of that in the in the edit as well. I'm sure they're doing it just to wind me up. So I don't know. I think I'm going to have to just have a go at this and see what happens. There is an awful lot of it to cut down. There's another one of my little baby bees there, look. Flirting around with my clover. Oh dear. Right. Decision made. I'm going to get down, open the tractor garage up, and we'll have a little look at this. Well, Little Red Tractor's out. Not quite sure how well we're going to get on with this, but we'll give it a go. Chickens looking all expectant at me, so I think I'll pop some greenery in there for them to keep them happy while I'm busy on the field. I do spoil these chickens. I got a Savoy cabbage in there now to go at. Right, that's them busy. I'm going to get busy and have a go with this grass. Well, this is a bit of a struggle, and it's not been helped by the fact that the sun has disappeared behind some big clouds that are rolling in. It's extremely wet. I'm extremely wet. As I go up this side, past all the trees and hedges, I'm just getting soaked by the water that's on the branches. I'm having to resort to stopping every 5-10 minutes to open up the back. Not a lot of grass been collected in the basket. It's all been collected, I don't know if you'll see it or not, in that little chute. So it's not actually coming out. I'm having to get my hands in there every 5 or 10 minutes and unblock it. But hey, it is what it is. I'm going to keep pushing on, and hopefully I'll get it done. Well, this is taking forever. I'm stopping literally every 2 or 3 minutes to unclog the waste chute. There's hardly anything going in the basket. It's all stopping in the chute, so I'm just stopping every 2 or 3 minutes to pop it in the wheelbarrow to save me going all the way down to the compost bin. We are making progress. It might not look like it. But we are. It's just extremely long time to do it. Very, very slow going. But anyway, what to do? All I can do is keep pressing on, so that's what we'll do. Well, the day's flying by. The morning's nearly finished, and I've got a right sweat on. It's so humid. Where is this thunderstorm to clear the air? I'm covered in grass and bits of crap from crawling underneath the little red tractor every 2 or 3 minutes to unblock that grass chute. It's a nightmare. I've done about half. I'm trying to be optimistic. I've done about half, but I've had to stop to refuel little red tractor, and to be fair, to give it a bit of a rest and cool down, because I am abusing it. This is just way too wet, really, to be cutting grass. I've got little bloody insects crawling all over me. The joys of being out on the field, eh? Anyway, I can't stop and chat. I need to get this coffee down me and get cracked on. I'm desperately trying to finish that before either I run out of time or the rain comes and brings it to a halt. So I'm going to get cracking. I'll catch up with you a little bit later. Well, it's 12 o'clock already. The day's just flown by. This has taken hours, literally hours. And it's been a bit of abuse for the little red tractor, to be honest. It has been really wet. Sun keeps peeking out from behind those clouds, but it's been soaking wet, this grass. And it's been a nightmare getting it cut, but it's done. And it's looking very nice. Little red tractor's been a real Trojan today. I have abused it, bless it, but it's kept soldiering on, so thank you for that. In case you're worried about the lack of clover now on this side of the field, I thought I might be a little bit worried, but in fairness, you can already see on this other side of the field where I cut, what was it? I did a bit last weekend and a bit the weekend before. You can already see plenty of clover on this side and plenty more across by the wood there. So there is plenty of stuff for the bees. In fact, I just almost stood on two down on that clover there. So yeah, there is plenty to go at. So I'm not concerned. This is all fresh as well. It's the stuff on the other side that I've just cut was getting a bit old. So, good job done. As if by magic, look, little bees. Everywhere. Oh dear. Right, let me get the tractor emptied out and put away, because I have to get myself sorted out. I've got stuff to do this afternoon, so it's time to be putting things away and thinking about going home. I just thought I'd share some footage of the bees coming and going. They are busy now the sun's out, really busy. Well, one last thing. There's always one last thing. Actually, there's a few last things before I go, but one of them's popping some of the lettuce in for the chickens from their little garden. There's still plenty to go at. Loads in there. Alright, let's see. Have they left any eggs for me? I've just topped up the water. I just need to top up the feed. And I still need to clean out, because they are scruffy buggers. There we go, look. Two in there. Nothing. Somebody's been sitting there, but there's nothing there. That's better. Three in there. So, somebody needs to get back in here and lay an egg, because there's only 5. Ah, come on, where are you? Right, let me top that feed up and clear out this mess, because it is a bit scruffy. Well, that's it for another day and another weekend. A short day today, because I'm busy this afternoon. So it's been a bit of a mad rush trying to get everything done. I've got my fuel can to top up on the way home. Always got to keep on top of your fuel. You never know. You might, like I did, go to the fuel station one day and find they've got none. Really nice to see that grass cut down. I have been worried about that, because it was getting really difficult way too long, and if I didn't do it today, who knows what the weather's going to be like next weekend. But it's looking real nice, so I'm really pleased. Anyway, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, hope you're staying safe and well and enjoying your weekend. What are you getting up to? Let me know in the comment section of the video. I'm going to get myself off home, get washed, try and get this video sorted out before I have to go out later on today.
Well, that's it for this video. Short but sweet today, as I'm busy this afternoon, but hopefully there was something in there that was of interest to you. If you did like the video, please do click on the like button. Also feel free to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. As always, welcome any comments, questions or suggestions you might have. Not much to say about the grass. It might seem a bit OCD, but there is method in my madness. But do feel free to let me know what you think in the comments section below. Before I go on, happy 4th of July again to our American cousins. And I'll see you all in the next video.